Don't forget, hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe and hit the notification. Because if you don't, I'm closing the channel. I'm gonna look at the stats. Listen up, man. Um, we all want to be loved. We all want to be appreciated. We all want somebody to show us interest, to cry at our absence. But the problem is that a lot of women that come to me that say that their guys doesn't appreciate them, that they're always being undervalued. They're not willing to put in the work of what it takes to put the fear of God in that sinvergüenza, right? They want to think that they could just float like a butterfly and be appreciated like a queen. And that's not how that works, people. You gotta work for it. And what does that mean? Well, you gotta get your hands dirty. You gotta learn how to play the game the right way. And so we're gonna talk about how to make that boy panic at the thought of losing you. Because if he doesn't panic at the thought of losing you, you're doing something wrong. And the key is to put him in a what? In a sexually competitive state. It's all about making him feel the fear of God. It's all about letting him understand that you're not here giving him unconditional love. Your love is conditional. And it's all based on how he behaves. But the way to do that is to let him know that there's competition out the outside. This only works though if there's trust between you and him. This doesn't work if you guys have a Bronx type of relationship. This doesn't work if you guys are always calling the cops. This doesn't work if you guys are always cheating on each other, breaking the trust. If that's the case, find somebody else and don't tell people you watch my channel until you get that fixed. If you've cheated before, it can cause anger instead of resentment, and it could cause violence. Especially if you guys, unfortunately, if you guys do drugs, it could cause a certain type of paranoia that could get really, really dark. So when he feels sure about you, you'll never when he feels too sure that you like him, that you're always going to be there, and that you'll never leave no matter what, he relaxes and stops trying. And it reduces the desire to be romantic. And so when he senses, on the other hand, the presence of other men, that not even the fact that you're banging the whole football team, but that there's other men in your life, his competitive instincts get activated. But if he's the type of guy that gets too jealous, this is not the type of guy you want to do. You want to be able to apply these strategies and feel safe, not having to look over your back and not him tracking you with his phone. Send me your live location because I care. What the hell are we doing here, man? What is it? What are we, Rapunzel? No, that is not what we want. We just want him to silently panic. We want him to trust you, but still have that sense of like, I could lose her if I don't, if I could lose her because she's a catch and other men want her. Not because she cheats, but because other men want her. She's attractive. She's somebody that other men want. Because constant presence causes people to forget your beauty. Just like constant presence causes you to forget that somebody's ugly, constant presence has an opposite effect on beauty. So you got to keep that in mind and learn to keep that distance. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to show you how to do that. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, check out, if you guys want to learn how to apply these strategies in a better way, book a one-on-one phone call with Father Alex before I close the channel. And in that, you'll be able to book a 10, 15, and 30-minute call. And I will tell you exactly how to do this without going straight to hell. And if you don't want to do that, then get my free audiobook and ebook about how to make him chase and keep him chasing without going straight to hell. You can click that in the description down below, get that free gift straight into your inbox. Some of you guys have told me you haven't gotten it. So we're going to get that fixed tomorrow. So let's continue, people. He becomes more romantic when you create that panic. If you struggle with men being romantic, it's not that you're not good looking enough or valuable enough, but that you don't instill that fear of God. God has a beautiful way of allowing us to appreciate him. How does he do that? An encounter with death. A death of a loved one, or maybe a death of a metaphor, meaning maybe you lose your job. Maybe your life starts going to shit and it causes you to resort to God. Losing things or seeing the things that or seeing the impermanence of things naturally causes you to hold on. And that's how God teaches you a lesson. That's how we have to be able to do that. But we're not going to be talking about the expansive ways to make a guy fear losing you. This is all about competition. So that's why I tell you guys, having the presence of other men in your life is very important. Not that you, like I said, you're not banging the football team, but that you have a personal trainer who gives you a discount, but that you go to an MMA gym where there's other guys who you work out with. Remember, The foundation of the strategy is trust. You can't lack trust and apply these strategies without getting violent, crazy, or possessive. There has to be trust. If you're doing this and there's no trust, I recommend you not to do it. Remember that. The trust is what allows him to keep the distance, to suffer in silence, and for him to get certainty, not through trying to control you because you've cheated before, but through him trying to win you over through romanticism. Why? Because you turn into the prize worth keeping. When other men see other men in your life, you literally become more attractive in his mind. It's like when I play basketball. You could tell that the guy, his girlfriend is there because all of a sudden he tries harder. Or you could tell that people are waiting to get next. What is getting next? When you play basketball and there's other people waiting to take your place, you actually start playing harder. When he notices other men in your life, that even though you say they're no big deal, the presence of other men, which is natural if you're a human being, you're not just gonna have female friends, creates that feeling of wanting to possess you, consistently feeling like he's behind the ball, and that's what you need. Oh, but I don't want to make him feel insecure, baby. You're all mine. I don't care what if Granny told you that shit. It does. We're not in Granny's time, okay? Granny is not in the 2000s. If Granny was not right now, she would go through the same stuff. Granny will be getting played. Granny lived at a time when you didn't need to do any of this. At a time when people weren't crazy. At a time when people didn't devalue themselves because of social media. Nowadays, people are always looking for an excuse to replace you, unless they sense other men in your life. The problem is that when we love someone, we go out of our ways to make them feel certain. We go out of our ways to let them know that there's nobody there that will replace you. Nobody there nobody else I'll love. You got to let them know that as, and it's not about showing him, but it's literally about having other men in your life that you're platonic with. If he can't handle that, that's a red flag. You can't lose with this. If he doesn't like the fact that you have male friends, that's his problem. Get the hell out of there. That's not the male brain when he senses competition starts to highlight your positive traits and then forgets the negative traits. When it feels it risks losing you. The pruning effect of memory after losing something you value is what a man does when he all of a sudden senses competition. All of a sudden, you're not needy anymore. All of a sudden, you're more confident. All of a sudden, you call home a bunch of times and it doesn't look as creepy as it did before. It gives you leeway to be needy and creepy because he knows that if he finds you attractive, other men find you attractive. The fear of loss makes him value you more at the end of the day. And you don't even need to lose weight to do this. You don't even need to get a facelift to do this. Just like nostalgia makes memories sweeter, the fear of loss is that natural psychological sweetener. So don't be afraid to compliment Brad Pitt. Don't be afraid to compliment that actor. Don't be afraid to let him know how much you admire this guy. As long as there's distance, as long as it's not his best friend, you got to understand you can't do this. And the guy has constant interaction with the person you're talking to. It's always good to do this and compliment guys that look the complete opposite of him, right? Don't go too far. That's very important. Don't go too far. For example, I have average hands. I think I have short hands, not mean short arms, but I have average arms. I remember this one girl, she told me this, I bet she's watching this. If she watches one day, she was like, "You remember that neighbor with the long hands or long arms?" I remember that. And I'm like a week that fucked with me. I was like, damn, I guess she notices I have short arms, even though I don't. But that's what insecurity does, right? It creates a delusion. It creates that type of insecurity and it causes you to want to impress them more, right? So comparing them to somebody that looks a complete opposite of them, not comparing him, but just saying how you enjoy, you like the aesthetics, how he looks cool, or maybe telling him how your favorite actor is somebody that looks a complete opposite. Going to a gym, right? Complimenting your yoga teacher, saying how great of a teacher he is, and then him finding out he's gay. Let him feel that insecurity and then say, baby, he's gay. He has a husband. He's progressive. This type of insecurity and panic causes us guys to want to possess you. But remember, the type of possession we're talking about is not the Bronx type of level where I have to track you down, know where you're with, tell you not to be friends with your male friends. Mm-mm. If he cannot handle that, get the hell out. Get the hell out, right? He has to handle that. So we're not here to make a bunch of friends for the football team. We're just here to have a social life. So go out there, go to a salsa club and learn salsa. Let him see you dancing with someone and smiling. Doesn't mean you're banging him, but just let him see you smile at him and smile in a platonic way. His brain will do all the dirty work for you. And this doesn't have to apply. It could be that you play cards, right? There's a lot of guys that play cards. It could be that you join a football team or even a basketball co-ed team. It could be that you're part of an art group. It could be that you're part of my art group. It could be that you go to a meditation group. It doesn't matter. As long as you're outside, there's risk of losing you. You guys, when you fall in love, you lose your social life. And that's the problem. Don't do that. Make sure he feels the threat of other guys or dicks hovering around you in his mind, because in reality, they're just platonic. I've gotten jealous of guys that weren't even trying to hit on my girl and many years ago. But because you like her, you assume that. It's very important to feel that venom every now and then. Instill that venom. Make him feel that fear. Put the fear of God in his mind, and then you can tell people you watch my channel. If you guys want to learn more about that, check out my course, Emotional Mastery, not Emotional Mastery, well, Emotional Mastery, right? But also check out my course, The Commitment Formula, where I go deeper into this topic. Take care. Hit the like button and let me know in the comment section. Say anything. You guys have to talk in the comment section. Hype the video up, because YouTube thinks my videos suck. Because you guys are, oh my God, he's pointing his finger. Sorry. Because you gentle ladies are not commenting and interacting with the video, so YouTube think it sucks. And make sure to subscribe, okay? Subscribe, hit the button of subscription right there, okay? And then hit the bling button so that you guys can get notified. Stay toxic. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out my new course, The Commitment Formula. You could pre-order it right now, and you can get it at a discounted rate. This course is meant to help you get out of situationships. This course will help you to get into relationships, to get commitment. I mean, I've gotten a bunch of testimonies of women getting married, even having kids. I mean, a woman came up to me. They're like, "Look, Father Alex, this is you." I'm like, "That's not Father Alex, okay? Father Alex is a spiritual thing." And like, no, I have a kid. And because of your channel, I applied what you did. And now I have a kid. I've seen countless of stories. That's toxic as you guys might see me. These strategies work to get commitment. Purchase it right now. There's no gimmicks. There's no games. This is meant to allow you to get the guy that you want, get married, and have kids, and you don't have to watch any other channel after this, okay? And if you don't like it, just get your money back. Look, this is going to be the best course I'm ever going to make. And that says a lot. This is going to be the best course I'm going to make. So pre-order it right now, or else I might have to close the channel. And don't forget, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org right here and book a one-on-one phone call. Take care.